The door in the dust, inspired by real events near Area 51, Nevada. They say the dead don't stay buried near Groom Lake. That was the first thing Sheriff Clay Warren told Rob Haskins when he returned to Rachel, Nevada, a place he'd sworn he'd never see again. 23 years had passed since Rob's older brother, Danny, vanished with 2 friends near the border of Area 51. Now the desert wanted him back. The call, it was late October when the sheriff called.
"Something's happened,"
he'd said.
"and I think you'd better see it for yourself."
The next day, Rob drove the lonely stretch of the extraterrestrial highway through fields of sagebrush and silence. Rachel hadn't changed. Still just a few trailers, the same weather-beaten little alien, and the same sense that something watched you from just beyond the hills. Sheriff Warren met him with a grim face and a folder. Inside were photos, fresh ones, of footprints in the sand, surrounding a strange metal door half buried in a dry gulch, a place locals called Dead Whisper Hollow.
"This was exposed after last week's flash flood,"
Warren said, "and we heard voices down there, screaming." Rob's blood went cold, because in the center of one photo, etched faintly into the metal, was a name, D. Haskins, the Hollow. The sheriff took him there at dusk. The desert was unnaturally still, no crickets, no wind. The hollow yawned like a wound in the earth, and at the bottom lay the door, about 6 feet tall, metallic, and untouched by rust or time. As they approached, the temperature dropped 20 degrees. Rob froze. The door began to vibrate almost imperceptibly, and a low whisper stirred the dust around them. Then came a sound, a bang, another, then scratching from the inside, like fingernails on steel. Rob stepped forward. From behind the door, a voice rasped, "Robbie!" His brother's voice. The spirits. That night, back at the inn, Rob couldn't sleep. Lights flickered, the walls groaned, and then the television, unplugged, turned on by itself, showing nothing but static and shadows writhing across the screen. In the mirror, Rob saw movement behind him, a figure in the hallway. He turned. Nothing. But the air grew heavy, and his breath fogged in the room despite the heat. And then, 3 knocks on the door, slow, hollow. He opened it. The hallway was empty, but on the floor lay a cassette recorder, covered in sand. He pressed play.
"This is Danny. If you hear this, don't come looking. It's not just a door, it's a gate. The others, they never left. They changed, and now they want out."
Apparitions. The next morning, Sheriff Warren was gone. His cruiser found abandoned, its interior frozen solid, though the outside baked in the sun. Rob returned to the hollow alone. As he descended, shadows flickered across the cliffs, and when he reached the door again, it was open, just slightly. He looked inside. The air shimmered. A corridor stretched beyond, lit by no visible source, the walls breathing like lungs, and within it stood Danny, gaunt, pale, his eyes black as space. "Don't follow me," Danny whispered. "They'll never let you leave." Behind him, other figures emerged, twitching unnaturally, some missing faces, some still wearing the clothes from '99. Lisa, Mitch, Sheriff Warren, dead, but not resting. They screamed in unison, a deafening wail that shattered the silence of the canyon. Rob ran. The vanishing. He made it back to the road, blood on his hands, his ears ringing, sand pouring from his pockets like it had filled his clothes inside the hollow. He tried to call for help. No signal. The desert was empty. Rachel was gone. Where the town had been was now just sand, and a single wooden sign. "Welcome to Rachel Population 0." Rob's car was gone. No footprints, no road, just wind. And behind him, footsteps in the dust. Postscript: 2 hikers found the recorder 2 months later. In it was Rob's final message.
There's something under the desert. It doesn't sleep. It remembers. It feeds on what we leave behind. And when you listen long enough, you start to forget your name.
Authorities found no trace of Rob Haskins. Only the door, now sealed shut again, waiting